Bill Goldberg sucks. There's rumors going around that Goldberg's going to be coming back to the WWE. Why? So he can injure some more people? Because he can't wrestle? Doesn't know anything about wrestling? Has no respect for the wrestling business or the wrestling fans? Why would you bring this idiot back to wrestling? All he's done is trash the WWE, trash the wrestling business, trash every single person that has dedicated their life to what we love, and trash the fans. He doesn't care about the fans at all. He shits on the fans. Basically, giving Goldberg your money is like being conned out of your money. He does not give one bit of a crap about the fans whatsoever. He knows nothing about wrestling. He sucks. It's because of Bill Goldberg that we don't get to see Bret Hart wrestle one last match. How awesome would it be to see Bret Hart in Austin, or Bret Hart in The Undertaker? That would be pretty cool. Or even there's a whole list of people it would have been cool to see Bret Hart go against, even any time in the last, 5-10 years. But because of Bill Goldberg, we don't get to see that, because Bill Goldberg does not know how to wrestle. And Bret Hart actually said it on the Jim Ross podcast just this last week. I will leave a link in the description below to that podcast with the Ross report with Bret Hart. And in there, he actually, in a very friendly way, because Bret Hart's a nice guy, he didn't talk down or bad or disrespect Goldberg at all. Not like I'm doing. He actually was very, nice about it, cordial about it, but he just said the straight facts, that Goldberg kicked him in the head, that gave him a concussion, and that's why we never get to see Bret Hart again, because Goldberg, he injured him because he's a fucking moron. And he also said how Goldberg injured countless people. Basically, Goldberg is shit. He can't wrestle. He totally sucks. They just threw him in there because WCW sucked. And he's actually a reason why WCW actually went down. And that's something that people overlook quite a bit, is that they fed their entire roster to this guy who had no talent whatsoever. He just injured everybody left and right. They made everyone look like a piece of crap. And he's the piece of crap. He's the one who sucks. And that just ruined everything. It's like, oh yeah, let's just build up one guy on the entire roster. Let's feed everybody to him, even though he sucks and injures everyone and doesn't know a damn thing about wrestling, has no respect for the wrestling business, no respect for the wrestling fans. And let's just make him this big thing so that then he can think he's the shit. People used to, say that different guys throughout the years have had big egos. Well, fucking Goldberg takes the cake. This guy's ego is so huge, he could never, ever win a wrestling match if the match was not determined in his favor. They fed him all those guys. He ain't beat those guys on his own merit. He couldn't beat anyone on his own merit. The guy is a failure. He's a failed NFL player. He sucked in the NFL, and they came in and they said, oh yeah, let's just friggin' for ratings make this guy into this big super fucking human thing, even though he can't wrestle at all. And he just has like a couple moves. Ooh, he does the spear, and then he does that friggin' the move where he lifts him up over his head and then drops him down. Oh yeah, he's so awesome. He sucked, and he still sucks. And the thing is, if he had actually given a fuck about the wrestling business and put any kind of effort into being a good wrestler, that would be a different story. But he didn't. And not only that, since that time, all he's done is trash everybody in the wrestling business, talk bad about him, when he's the motherfucker who went around ending people's careers, taking their livelihood away from them for what? Just to feed his friggin' enormous ego? Because he's such a son of a bitch? Man, Goldberg is just a piece of crap. The last thing I want to see is that scumbag come back to the WWE. For what? To feed his ego? To freaking inflate his bank account at the expense of the fans and at the expense of some wrestler who's actually worked his entire life and actually is dedicated to the business and actually gives a fuck about wrestling, and just so to feed him to the fucking piece of shit Goldberg? Fuck Goldberg. He is a fucking scumbag. They say he's just going around injuring people because he doesn't know nothing. And then he's going to talk trash, calling Vince McMahon a carny, calling Triple H a carny. He has no respect for the wrestling business whatsoever. He doesn't care about the fans. He talks bad about wrestling. He goes in other circles and then just talks shit about wrestling. It's like, motherfucker, wrestling made you. And now you're going to go turn to other people in the mainstream society and try to be like, oh yeah, fuck that wrestling shit. It's like, motherfucker, then why were you here? And why the fuck do you want to come back if you're just going to turn around and then act like the cool kid and go somewhere else and act like, oh yeah, the wrestling's beneath me, I'm bigger than that. You ain't bigger than wrestling. Wrestling made you. If it wasn't for wrestling, Bill Goldberg would be panhandling in the street, living in the fucking gutter. Everything he has is because of the wrestling fans, because of the wrestling business. The wrestling business bought him his home, gave him his fucking life. The only reason he even has a roof over his head or food in his fucking belly is because of the fucking wrestling business and the wrestling fans. And he don't owe us anything but one thing: fucking respect. Fucking respect the business. Fucking respect the fucking fans. That's what he owes us. We gave him everything. All we ask is for a little bit of fucking respect, and don't turn around in other circles and then act like as if we're all below you. As if somehow, oh yeah, wrestling and wrestling fans, they're beneath you. We're just a bunch of scumbags. Oh well, you had no problem taking our fucking money, you piece of shit. Fucking Goldberg sucks. So let me know what you think in the comment section below. Whether you agree or disagree, definitely interested to read your opinions. Maybe you think I suck and think that I'm full of crap and think Goldberg's awesome. A lot of people like to cheer his name. But let me know in the comment section either way, whether you agree or disagree. This is my opinion in the comment section below. That is for you to express your opinions, whether you agree or disagree. I'm definitely interested to read those opinions. Thank you very much for listening. It is appreciated.